must respond to the king. Nobody. As aged as David was, as infirmed as he was, when it was told him that they had anointed Solomon as king, and they said the Lord will exalt the throne of Solomon more than the throne of David. Even though David was aged and infirmed, quite old, and he's almost not been able to come out of his bedroom. The Bible says, and the king bowed himself upon his bed, even though he was the king and he's still alive. Now that Solomon, his son, is sitting upon the throne of government, he himself bowed. There is nothing that can resist the king. When the king appears, you can't say you are not going to move. Every situation, no matter how powerful it may be in your life, they will bow to the king. I can't hear your amen. Your amen still sounds faithless. It's coming up, it's still sounding faithless. Yes. You must believe that when the king, I remember sometime we sold one of our cars, and the man who bought it happened to be a police. Okay, a car dealer bought it and sold it to somebody who happens to be a police officer. And he just wanted to cheat the auto dealer. And started, of course, when we wanted to sell it, because we moved from one house to the other, we couldn't lay our hands on the documents, of the original documents of the vehicle, except the photocopy. And I told him I couldn't find the original. So he said I shouldn't worry. So bought it, and I think he sold it. And this funny officer wanted to just milk him, and suddenly went and reported in the police station that he suspected that this is a stolen car that was sold onto him. And that was to look like a big problem. I didn't know. And they just called me, said, you're needed at the police station. I said, okay, I don't have time now, I'll come tomorrow. And so I went. But I just felt, this is stupid. I'll be driving into a police station and I will not tell my people. I called Olumide, I said, this is what happened. He said, why don't you call our brother? And so I put a call through to our brother. And then I said, okay, when you get there, is he urgent? I said, well, I don't know. When you get there, you can call me. And I got there. And the police officer just wanted to show me his power. And I asked the car dealer to go back home, that he should come back tomorrow. So he had it in mind that he was going to detain me. So I sat down behind the counter. And when I saw the way things were going, I put a call through to our brother. And then he said I should give the IPO a phone. I gave it to him. And then I didn't know what they were discussing. The IPO returned the phone to me. And I noticed that our brother was still on the line. And he was talking. I said, sir, you're talking to me. The IPO has returned the phone. He said, return the phone to him. So I went. He said, I should give you the phone. He said, I don't have time. He didn't know he was talking to a commissioner of police. He didn't know. And the CP said, you go and sit down there. So I went and sat down. And I was just enjoying myself. I was just enjoying myself. And before I knew what was going on, the DCO came in sweating. He said, who called the CP? Who called the CP? And I said, I did. He said, why did you call the CP? You should have asked for the DCO. I said, I never saw you not like Jarun Party. You know, it was a serious thing. And I had to become an advocate. Because right before me, they removed his belt, they removed his shoe. Right before me. And I said, no, it's not as serious as that. He said, it's serious. He said, he has insulted the commissioner of police of your state. I said, no. Right before me, they put him in cell. And I began to beg. The DPO looked at me and said, you are a pastor. We are police officers. He understands. In fact, if I will not do anything, and the CP of your state will ask me, what have you done? And I said, nothing. I'll be in trouble. So I called the CP that I called. He said, help me talk to these people. And then he called them, talked to them. He said, all right, Oga, we have heard. And so they told me when the judge said, we have heard the plea of the CP. We are forgiving him because the P said we should forgive. But in your state here, he must be dealt with. And you know what do you call it? Is it a court? Is it something room? Orderly room trial. It was serious. Now, fortunately for me, while that drama was going on, I told my wife, and you know, the document we've been looking for years. She just opened one place and saw it. And then they brought it to me in the police office. So I just kept quiet, as if nothing was in my hand. It's powerful when you have something. God. Now that was the first, that was the part one. They begged me and all of that. I left, I begged for the man, they said no. It was serious because, don't let me tell you the rest of the story. It was serious. That day I knew that a man who insults Christ will suffer. He will suffer. So they released me. And now you know what they did? They now, because the man, police officer, works with an area zone, or don't you call it, it's area zone. Area something. Zone something. Area command. You know. So they picked up the car dealer and then they put him in cell. I thought the whole matter was over. So they managed, after some days, to inform me that the man is still inside. I said, over what? The original document is here. We have settled the whole thing. They wanted to use power. And so I called my brother. You know, I don't have money, but I have people. It's not, what is the one that is, this one that oversees